So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? To throw is Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's Smith. And his throw is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. There he goes, left side, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Back up. 15, yeah.
After the interception, here's Smith. It's complete, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Now a loose football. The ball comes out into the Redskins. Have it, they do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Peterson, Charles, at age 33, I think when he signed with the Redskins, people were wondering what would this season be like. Well, it started off pretty good.
Yeah, and you remember the reason why they're asking that question. Age 33. Last season didn't end very well in Arizona. Had some good games, but was hurt down the stretch. Didn't have those games again. But now, 96 yards in the season opener for Washington at Arizona. Comes back for 20 against Indianapolis. And then 120, a big performance against Green Bay. At his best, you're getting to Adrian Peterson that defenses fear.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hey, back up. Hey, slot.
Here's Smith. From the gun, he'll throw. That's to his running back, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down.
I said 580. 15.
They snap it to Smith. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Well, CD, as we look forward, get closer and closer to the postseason, what do you think if you had to pick the Super Bowl teams right now, who would you take?
Let me start in the NFC. And I think that the Rams and New Orleans seem to have separated a little bit right now. They seem to be the prime 2 teams. But I'm looking in the NFC South. And the Carolina Panthers would scare the heck out of me.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been under constant duress this entire game.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play. Smith to Crowder. 48 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. Smith operating from the gun. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Double.
To throw on second down, Smith. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Free safety, Clinton Dix, the man to make the play there on the defensive side.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Now it's Smith. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed from 8 yards out. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Smith and the Redskins will come up now, 1st and 10.
Mike, 53. Ice it out. Here we go. Hey, back up. Regular.
On first down, it's Smith. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Peterson. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Ready?
On first down, Smith. Being chased out left. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The final shot here before break. Smith. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing is Smith. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there, Smith to Dotson. 55 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, Smith. Looking for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Smith steps away to his left. Throw left side is complete to Reed. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Smith now. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Now Smith looking to throw on 2nd down. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Dotson with a grab over the middle. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll sneak it with Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Alex Smith, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up second down.
Here's Smith. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Smith on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They start the drive with Peterson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Yeah. Tiger.
To throw on second down is Smith. And his throw here's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Let's go, yellow. Slot. Slot.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Hey, back up.
They are going for it. It's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Then it's ha-ha.